Good morning, social media followers. This is Amina from Salon K. I drove an hour and a half this morning to come to Huntsville to get my education on sexy hair, which is the most phenomenal education where I learned structure and motion haircut that my New York followers will understand that it gives you the best freaking haircuts ever. Kenna's going to be there, Draco and Pravana as well. So wish me luck.
20 years now. I know it's hard to believe, right? But yeah. And then I've been with Draco for 12 years. I think it's 12 years. I've been saying 12 for a long time. So it might be a little bit longer than that. It's recalculated. But I've been on the salon for 10 years now. I'm full-time behind the chair. And so if there's any questions throughout this moment while we're up here, feel free to raise your hand and ask, and Megan will come around with the mic and we'll try to answer all your questions. How many people have enjoyed going to salon now? Yeah, awesome. Cool. And then, so today, for my technique, what I'm going to be doing is a curly girl technique that is going to give you high impact with a low amount of work. In the salon, I do this technique, I actually don't use foils, but for this technique and for cleanliness, my hands, not to wipe 5,000 times. I'm going to use oils a little bit, but not very much. So I know this section looks intimidating, but once I go through it, it's super, super easy. So you're going to get high impact, so your highlights don't get lost within the curls, which is a nice, easy way to tackle a curly girl hair frame.
So today I'm going to be showing you guys an easy foiling technique that allows you to add a lot of dimension within a client's head. And you can kind of dictate how you want to put that dimension in, whether you want it more blended and softer, or if you want it to be more dynamic and powerful. And I can do this entire head in around 30 foils to get a very dimensional full foil for the client's head. And I have a couple of gals that I'll pass around as well to show you the finished look and discuss some different glazes and toners that we use to get different end results as well. But both of these gals were done with this same technique. Obviously, this gal has a bit stronger of a fringe money piece. The other one does not, she's softer. So within this technique, I'm gonna show you some different ways to customize to what your client's end result is, and just make it quick and easy, because one of the things we'll kind of talk about, how many of us can add 3 million foils when you probably only do 20, right? Guilty, over foiler for sure. So this is a technique that can really help you get through, but allow that high impact when you need it. So I'm going to kind of get some more of my stuff ready to go while Sean starts with his. You can never get a back comb on. If you're using a wider tooth foiling comb, it's just not, you're not gonna get enough tension to get a good back comb on that. So switch to a finer tooth. When I do my weaving and foiling techniques in the salon, I keep both on my tray. That way, depending on what section I'm at and what I need in that section, I have both tools that I need. The other thing is, how many times do we do a TZ light and then your client wants to kill you at the shampoo bowl when you're trying to pull that out, right? So something that has helped me, a great tip that I learned from Brandon Corbett, one of our amazing artists, is we do a push instead of a back comb. So I'm gonna start about midway through. I'm also, instead of holding that comb perpendicular to the hair, I'm gonna shift it to a 45. That's gonna help you grab some of those little hairs and push them out of the way. So I'm gonna do a 45, and again, I'm just wanting to do this back corner, but I'm gonna show you guys this whole section to make it a little visually easier. Do my 45, and I'm gonna do a push, and then I'm gonna take the comb out and go back to where I started, keep my 45, and get my second push, and then pull it out. That way you're not just ratting back and forth, so then when you go to comb it out, it's just a lot simpler to comb that out, okay? See how much easier that pulled out versus some of that hair when you're at the shampoo bowl that you're like, great, I need a whole other hour for this segment, okay? So doing it that way helps with that a little bit as well. Megan, we have a question?
We do.
My purple might not cancel out yellow no more, you know? So I need to just double check even 20 years in, you know?
Even your color book gaslights you somewhere?
Yeah,
or
I
what?
swear. I just have to like recheck, right? You just never know. And so if you look in here, right in the dead center of the color wheel is our neutral, our naturals. And so perfectly blended, like I said. Now the second circle outside of that is gonna be our pre-blended colors that we already have custom formulated for you. They are all intermixable, but if you want to just grab and go, we already have beautiful shades already made for you. And this third circle out here is all of our true tone colors, which means it doesn't have a
Here's my blonde.
When we first got it, that's what we were trying to figure out how you done it. Then we watched you, and I was like, I don't know if that's the same.
Right, so I'm gonna pass this gal around. This is the same technique, but without that bold front money piece, okay? And this gal was pre-lightened with Blonde Life traditional lightener and then glazed, she was a compound tone. 8RR and 10B was one of the glazes, and then 8NC was the other. So she's kind of got a strawberry kind of feel to her.
It looked like you did like a mohawk, because it was so perfect.
Yeah.
It looked like you went.
You know how sometimes your OCD is real OCD?
Yeah, it was perfect.
That mannequin.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, I did closer to verticals on that to get that stronger boldness there.
Okay.
And then the other thing I do, especially if I'm doing a stronger, because I won't do one foil here, because obviously the hairline, I will just make sure that all of the foils connect.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
That way you're getting that complete veil. Yeah, that way you get that complete veil. It's almost like I split the front quadrant in half, sort of at the temple.
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of change the direction, obviously because of the hairline, but I make sure that it's connected. For the same reason that Sean was talking about, you wanna make sure that all of this coming forward around the face is connected, blended, very congruent and soft. So our Lumishine liquids, I am going to glaze a pre-lightened Erica with a mixture of 10 VG, violet gold, and 6 NB, natural beige. And this mixture, I really like to use, it kind of gives you that old money blonde look. So it's going to cool it off because of the violet and the beige, but having the gold as the secondary color with the VG also keeps it from getting too muddy looking. It's not going to be warm, but that gold is going to give you a little extra reflect, because how often do we do an ashy finish and it just feels muddy or dull or dark, right? So having the gold as the secondary tone in this mix gives you a little pop of that reflect that keeps it nice and bright still. So some of the things that people like about our Lumi liquids, myself included, is that once you get it mixed here, I forgot that I had not mixed this yet. Once you get it mixed, it's a very nice viscosity. So it's very easy to apply bowl and brush if that's what you like, or you can use a bottle. I typically don't use a bottle because I'm gonna be real. I hate cleaning them afterwards.
I swear to God.
It's the worst.
I'll use a brush and bubble every time.
Yeah, so I almost always use a bowl and brush. So I'm gonna give this gal a little mix here, but it's 5 volume developer from the Lumishine liquids, okay? It's a demi, so there's no reason to use anything higher than a 5 volume with it, because